are two of the hardest things to deal with as a defense. And the NBA tracks how much a player moves in a game, and if you look at the top of that list, I was really amazed with the Portland players last year.
And he makes both free throws.
How about the game for Aflalo? He has 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
Gasol kicks to Green. Back to Gasol. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark, if they're going to cut into this lead. They've got to convert those boards into points.
Aflalo with another miss.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Gasol is Green on Batum. Conley dishes to Gasol.
Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what?
For two.
Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Stolen by Conley. Here's Green. They get it back. And Aldridge comes over to help. Conley with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Conley against Aflalo. Picked by Randolph. 6 to shoot. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3. Conley's got 16.
You have to give credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the playoff race to the very end last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Boy, you said it, the Grizzlies were the team that nobody wanted to see in the first round, and they showed why with a great series against the Thunder.
Well, they took the Thunder to 7 games. They actually had a 3-2 advantage in that series, but couldn't pull it off. Still a great showing for the Grizzlies as that 7th seed.
Here's Lopez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Feeds to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Memphis. Conley's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Outside, Green. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 9 points for Jeff Green.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Aldridge inside. He's against Green. Aldridge drives in. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Conley with it. He's got 16. Gasol is Green on Lillard. Gasol's in the post. Lopez covering. Conley the pass to Lee. The drive by Green. Outside Gasol. 6 to shoot. The second chance effort. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 11 points for Jeff Green. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. Lopez kicks to Aldridge. Up and in on the layup. Aldridge has got 6.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Outside, Green. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. And Jeff Green, not a big rebounder, struggles guarding in the low block. What do you think, Clark, is his best position?
You know, it's hard for me to say, Kevin. I think he's probably just a 3/4. I think at the 4 he has a little bit more of a quickness advantage. So I would probably look to playing him at that position.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. And both free throws good for Green. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
And 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
Randolph sets a screen for Conley. He dishes it to Lee. Green, the pass to Lee. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Green. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern. And I would say amen to that.
None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And that one misses.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. We want to make sure that the last 2 teams standing are truly the best in the NBA.
That's tipped. On the wing, Green. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard wide open. The baseline jumper goes down. Lillard's got 13 points. Conley kicks to Gasol. Aldridge again. It's Randolph. Feeds away. That's good. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter. Trailblazers trailed by 18. Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Here's Kaman. Again, the Trailblazers score. Memphis leading by 16. Outside Conley. Lee kicks to Randolph. tries to keep it alive. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Lee. And the shot falls short this time.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And good on the basket. Hook it. Lillard's got 16 points. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And the Grizzlies leading by 13.
It shows up in the stats a little bit, but they don't tell the whole story. Last year when the Grizzlies were healthy, they were very tough defensively.
Green with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Lee.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. Kaman against Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Aldridge tried to break free. Chris Kaman again. Kaman's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a few things help with the Grizzlies and defense. They slow things down, and they, Clark, don't give up easy baskets.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked in their defensive play. They're very judicious in how they play the game, and as a result, and they've got a physical front line. So they put bodies on you, and when that happens, you get worn out when you play a team like that.
Passes it to McCollum. Aldridge with a screen on Lee. It's Aldridge penetrating. Can't cash in the runner. Memphis leading by 17. Conley with it. Lillard picks him up. Conley against Lillard. Out to Conley. Conley left side. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Lillard. Lillard against Conley. Back to Lee. Here's Gasol. Portland grabs the miss. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
Well, Nicholas Batum in this one, 10 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. The guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Of all the players in the NBA, maybe the only person other than LeBron who is a threat to get a triple-double on a nightly basis is Nick Batum. He just racks up stats in so many categories with such ease.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And a switch here also for Portland. Leonard's checked in. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And Udrich kicks to Carter. From deep, and he gets the bucket. Carter's got 9.
They are killing.